Can't see if there's a bald eagle over there. Today is 27th of June, something like that, and we're finishing up. We're towards the end of first cutting hay. We're down to about 60 acres, 60, 70. So we'll be done. Not quite. We won't be done tomorrow, but the day after that we ought to be done. If we're not, we'll just have a couple small fields. We got the field right now, we got about 15 acres left. Then we got a 8-acre field, a 4-acre field, and a 15-acre field, and like two 2-acre fields. Then we have 2 pastures. All them fields are down at Red Hall except for the one we're working on now. Just one that we're going to be doing down at the third heifer farm there. We just got the bag switched. This wagon got unhooked and went into a tree yesterday, so we had to bend it back out. It's not horrible, but we got that fixed this morning and last night. I gotta go turn my wagon up, but nobody's back yet. We just got started. Stanley ran there's a comforter out in the field, so he ran that through the mower. So they had to get that unplugged. We were, me, Justin, and Case were switching the bag, and they were greasing, and Mom's taking fuel to Stanley right now. Case is gonna leave in a little bit. He's been here since 5 this morning. Got the mouse swept out, did some bedding for me. We got this pile of dirt, most of it moved, and we're on this will be our 5th bag here. We have 3 200s, and this will be our second 250 here for first cutting. So we should be able to fill the rest of this bag that we're on now, and maybe have a little bit more, we'll see. So we're basically empty. We'll rip it back to the Coosa Farms where we're at now. And field I planted a bunch of beans on. I haven't had a time to edit videos for like 3 weeks. We've been dry as a bone, and we got a lot to do, so I don't know. I need to get that done, like next couple days. Get a video up for you guys. This will probably be coming out like towards the end of July. But we got wheat harvest that'll be starting within the next 5 days, most likely. It's dry out right now. We haven't got rain for almost 3 weeks. So, but better than being swamped and we can't get the hay and the wheat off. So I don't know. You win some, you lose some. Let's get back to the field. This farm is directly west of the home farm. The home farm's about 600 feet that way, right on the other side of this little tree line here. Farmed this quite a long time, as long as I can remember. Dad farmed it before I was around. It's one of our wettest farms. No, it is our wettest farm. It's a pretty big farm. It's in 3 fields, which are all, I think the smallest one's like 15 acres or something like that. But stuff we're chopping right now isn't terribly thick. It's pretty thin. Probably the thinnest we've chopped the first cutting. Going in B3 on idle right now beside the chopper. Usually going with C2. That's what I've been going in this field. But RPMs are a little bit higher than I like them. They were like 14. I like to run on idle. Then you don't burn fuel. No reason to have her full throttle when you don't need it. So going pretty good. It's got a decent amount of weeds in here. This is a clover field. We had weed in here not last year but the year before, and then we planted sedan grass and a clover mix, and it worked out pretty well. Took a cutting of sedan grass, then the next spring we had clover in it, so worked out. Let's keep chopping. Chopper always stays on the inside, and when you get to the ends, I'll have to shift up to C here, idle her all the way back. Chopper always stays on the inside, the spout's on the right side of the chopper, and you get to the end, you go to the next row, which in this scenario I know where we're going. Usually we leave about 3-4 in between, rip her around. We got the Gale over there, I was running it most of the afternoon. Let's switch back to this one here and get her back up to speed. Pretty easy, just gotta keep the same distance and the same speed, and then speed up a little bit. Usually start at the back and work your way forward. So I need to speed up just a tick, because otherwise he's gonna slow down or something. It's not as good as it usually is when I'm talking to you guys, but okay, that's all there is to it. Case is coming in hot. Just running the 4240. Me and Justin are running 4430s. Look at him, just giving her. You guys probably can't see it, but there's a bald eagle over there eating, looks like a snake or something. I'll see if I can zoom in maybe. Probably not. Dad's taking a picture, maybe I can get it in the video, we'll see. Yeah, it's tearing something apart over there, it's pretty cool. There goes the bald eagle. Here's what it was munching on. Holy smokes. Had something tore apart. Had a full load on this one. Want more than a round in that field. I try to go side by side. You don't want to do it on a headland unless it's a straightaway, but once you get to the straight rows, I always drive beside the other wagon if I get to the field early. Unless like there's like a super long wait, then there's like no reason to. Like a super long wait that the chopper's waiting, or if but usually I'll just drive up beside the other guy that's getting loaded, and if he's kind of far away, he'll scoot over towards the chopper a little bit, and that'll put a spout up. You just drive beside him. You gotta be within 1.5 feet of the other wagon, which gets sketchy because there's 3 people trying to drive in sync, and if the road curves and somebody doesn't realize it, it'd end bad, but it hasn't happened yet. And so then Dad can flip this little flapper spout over and get it into mine, and then hopefully the person that was just getting loaded realizes that he's not getting loaded anymore, and they get out of there. But usually they're not too bad about it. And then get her out of there, and then you pop her up a couple gears and get towards the chopper real quick, and he puts his spout down so he's beside the chopper again. Some people do it the opposite way. The guy that's by the chopper goes out, and then the other guy comes in. I don't know. I don't see it more complicated. Yeah, this load's so full, it usually doesn't happen, but the stuff, some of it comes over the front there. It's like barely anything, but just a little bit does, because that wagon's like 98% full to like max capacity. Like the only spot you had was like, if you drove around on the bumps for like 10 minutes and then filled the front up, that'd be like an extra 2%, but there ain't a whole lot left, especially with dry hay silage. It kind of blows around a lot. There's only like an inch or two once in a while on the sides, but that's the top 5 fullest so far for the year, that's for sure. Might be top 3. Had to make her to the end of the row though. The tractor, the steering wheel on that drifts this way, so you got to turn it that way, and then sometimes it's too much. I'll have to turn it back just a little bit. When will the great fall happen? Whoop, there goes it. There it went down. Not horrible. I guess if we really needed to get unloading, we had, when they unloaded this wagon because it hit the tree or whatever, I was dumping silage in with the skid loader while we were unloading. That was pretty efficient. So I guess you could dump a load on the concrete, have somebody running the skid loader and be dumping it in between loads. I think we don't have to worry about that though. Just finished up the big part of this field. Justin was doing the short rows with the his tractor. So he's only got like half the load. I went and grabbed the Gale. That way when he's unloading, I can fill this one and then fill my wagon I've been running. Case left a little bit ago, but we just have this little small piece, so we'll get it knocked out and see what time it is. Might get moved down to Red Hall tonight, we'll see. Also got the outside round brake here. Oh boy, slow down. Just about better. When the chopper's on the outside, when you're going around the field, you got to slow down. And when you're on the when you're on the outside, you got to really speed her up on the corners. It's tricky. You gotta be experienced. Then you get into the trees. Then you got a down tree up there and you got to go around it. Yeah. Good old Gale. Hasn't broke yet. Bringing about 12-15 loads through her so far this year. Filling her up. Tree's down. That little part down in front of that other field there. The Gale's still in the field, so I'll go get it and then we'll hook them together and go to Red Hall. Stanley's down there mowing right now. It's about 5:30. We'll see if we're going to go down there yet tonight or not. Everything's going well. It's the next day now. We're chopping about 9 o'clock. Got the outside rounds raked so they put fuel in the chopper, got the chopper ready to go. I got all the wagons and the bagger tractor and all the tractors on the wagons all ready last night. Got in about 10:30 and we're opening up this field. We got 3 rows right together in this wind route. I don't think he knows that though. We got her, and it was just moving just a little bit. So it's dead now, buddy. See, if I would have been going slow, I would have missed it and it would have ran into the trees. But since I was going fast, I killed ground. See? We got this row, 2 more rows, and then a single row there. So Chuck and Justin are running the other 2 wagons. So we got about 2 more loads in this field, not quite, and then we got a little patch, I don't know, 3 acres right on the other side of this drive over here. Looks like he plugged her up tight. This rake just wads this stuff up to big old wads. I don't understand it. It's kind of pathetic. Just wads it up in big wads and then plugs the chopper up. Whatever. He should have them full by the time he gets to the end. It'll be pretty close here. Got the Gale. We're gonna get it loaded, and then I can go grab the H&S because we're finishing this field up. That way we can get out of here. Because this Gale needs to be blended off. It's got a bunch of dry feed in here. It needs blended off with some of this stuff. It's got some moisture. But yeah, that's a little bit plugged up the whole point. We got full loads going home. This feed's got good moisture in it, so it piles up real high. So just finishing up for the night. I just got one little thing left to do, which will take like 3 minutes. But we got done down in Red Hall, except for the 2 little fields. We got done at the one farm. We just got one farm that has like 2 little fields. And then we got the field at the 3rd heifer farm left. Pasture there by the road, up by the school. There's a freaking fly. It's dead now. Put a little American flag up there. If you remember when the video Drive Your Tractor to School Day 2022, I got 2 big ones and then a pack of these little ones. I kind of forgot about them. And I still had the zip ties up from the big flags. They're still up there, so I just put one of them on there. So it was pretty cool. So the one H&S wagon, number 1, it's down at the last field we were at. The chopper's down there. Dad went and mowed that pasture there. So I assume Justin, Stan, and me will haul wagons. There should only be like 10 loads, so we probably won't bother with having Case driving a 4th tractor, but we'll see. Case is gonna scrape the big barn, the free stalls, and pen 3, and then start washing the little New Holland skid loader in the morning. And then everything's ready to go. Got the bag switched. Got our second 250-foot bag full this afternoon. We got 2 of them now, and 3 200s, which is pretty good. And brought the grain head and for the combine, and then the seed wagon, because we have a field of seed triticale seed. So I brought it home. We might have to go get the other wagon, we'll see. But brought them 2 things home, and yeah, been a long week. Been a long, what is today? Wednesday. Last week was a long week too. Hasn't rained yet. I think it looks like it's gonna rain sometime within the next 5 days. So hopefully that happens to get the dust down, hopefully. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.